So my son Davide is 22 and he's been working since last November, so about 7 months. He works 3 days a week, 3-hour shifts for a company that makes syringes. And each day he goes, he has different responsibility. He works with a different team. So Monday he's with the cleaning team, Wednesdays with the IT team, and Thursdays he works in the packaging with the packaging team. Um, he doesn't love all 3 days. He loves Wednesdays, so Thursdays are his most challenging day. Um, the biggest challenge we had to overcome was finding somebody that would hire him, that would give him the opportunity to show that he could do it, to demonstrate his potential. He had done in Ontario, kids go to high school for 7 years, or they can be in high school for 7 years, or until the age of 21. So he did all 7 years, and the last 4 of those 7 years, he did work experience, work placements. And we reached out to all of the companies. We had reached out after he graduated in last June, to try and get him jobs in the places where he had done placements, but none of them were hiring. Or I think they saved their work placements for the high schools. We had last spring before he graduated, gotten in touch with an employment agency. So for about 8 months, he was working with an employment agency, and they helped him to make up his resume, help him to prepare for his interviews. And with the employment agency, he put in tons and tons of resumes and didn't get one single interview. So he was getting pretty down, and but he was very determined not to give up because he wanted to work. The most helpful thing in supporting us to get a job, my son to get a job, was our very young support circle, which I had started April 2024, just before he graduated. I didn't have a plan in place after graduation. The high school kept pushing for day programs, and my son was not interested in day programs. So we had our first support circle meeting, and that was my biggest preoccupation. I was really, really stressed about post-graduation. And so we put it out there, and I gave the support circle, everybody in our support circle, his resume, and we put the word out. And my sister, who's very, very present on social media, put his one-page profile that we had made last spring after we learned about one-page profiles. My sister posted a picture of him with his one-page profile, and somebody got back to my sister and said, I heard so and so is interested in hiring. So I reached out, I emailed this gentleman, and he got back to me 3 hours later. We went for an interview 3 days later, and he was hired. So my support circle was key in us finding a job for Davide. Um, what was the most important thing I learned? That I don't have to do everything on my own, that others are there. Outside of my support circle, I have this wonderful community and Eric. And so I think as parents, we often think that we have to solve all the problems and do everything on our own. But it's surprised me initially to find out that people want to help. And our support circle actually thanked us for asking for help. So